I feel a little bit silly. Okay. All right. So now my mic is on. Anyway, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be working all the time now on Barony, which I'm very excited to say. As we're preparing for our next big release, there's a lot of work to get done, and because I'm dedicating more of my time to doing Barony work, I thought it would be fun to maybe try streaming that work for any of you who might be interested in maybe some real-time engagement while I'm working, or just otherwise want to take a look behind the scenes about how the sausage gets made. So with that said, I guess I'll just get started. Thanks for showing up, and and I guess if you speak up in chat, I will try to take some time to address it. But I'm gonna try to stay pretty focused, so if I don't respond right away, I hope that's not an issue. I guess I mean, this part of the experiment is figuring out what really works about this, or if it works. And I figured it might just be good to have some accountability to just if I'm streaming rather regularly, then it's a good motivator for me to keep a good schedule, so or a predictable schedule anyway. So with that said, I will probably be muting this my voice. I've got a family here, and it's summertime, so the kids are home, and I sometimes like to listen to other kinds of content while I'm working, and so I don't want to stream all of that to you guys. So I'll just put on the tutorial music. You can mute it if you want to, and then I'll just stream the work that I'm doing. So with that, let's go to my workcast. There we go. And okay, I see that the music was still going. So what I'll do is I'll mute my mic and then put on the tutorial music. And here, let me turn on my face cam so you can see that I'm here. I exist. I am actively working. Okay. Looks like I lost the one viewer that came and showed up. That's okay. If nobody watches this, that's fine. The goal is that it doesn't distract me from my work at all. Let's turn off my mic and turn on the music, and I'll just get working. Turning on my mic for a second to acknowledge Ink. What up? What up? Thanks for showing up. So what you see on my screen right now is on the left, I have the original map 31 for the mines, which is this little dungeon where there's two enemies followed by two spiders and the troll with the treasure, and then you get to exit this little mini dungeon. I call it a mini dungeon. And so what I'm doing is I'm filling the contents of the mini dungeon with these map tiles, and then when the mini dungeon gets placed in the game, this smaller map chunk that contains all of the content you're already familiar with will get replaced into these map chunks, and then I'm gonna make at least 4 more of dungeon contents here. So that every time you see this room, you're not going to know exactly what's going to be inside. I'm going to put a variety of other kinds of things that will appear in this mini dungeon. And they will, if 2 of them spawn in the same map, most likely the 2 of them will be different. There's a 20% chance or so, depending on how many of them I make, that where they'll be the same still. So it's not something I'm not changing any programming to prevent them from being different. I'm just adjusting the content to make it very unlikely that they will be the same if more than one spawns in the same map. So that's just kind of an explanation of what's going on here as I continue to work. But I'm going to go ahead and mute myself again and turn the music back on. Feel free to engage more. I might type to respond if I don't want to fiddle with my audio. So there you have it. All right, folks. So what has occurred here is that I've just finished creating the last of all of the mines variants. You can see I pulled up map 32. One of the first map variants I created was, or a set of map variants I created were for maps 32 through 34, which are these other smaller rooms. Let me open some of them up. So this is 32. 33 is the slightly larger prison room. Oh, and 30. There was no 34. So, what that means is now every single map in the mines now has a chunk of the map that has been made to be procedural in the way that it generates. And so things that were once not, every room that spawns now has a chance to be up to 5 different rooms on the inside in some minor or major ways. So I think what I'd like to do... Oh, good, Mortal. Hey, I'm so glad you're tuning in. That's great. Yeah, I'm having fun. So now's maybe the more fun part of the stream is that I'm going to go ahead and play through the mines a few times and take a look at the new levels that I've made. And here, I'll turn on my desktop audio so that y'all can see how different the mines looks now. I'm going to go ahead and stay on mouse and keyboard. Excuse me, burping. I'm going to pull up Barony. Let's just do it. You can see our hot new loading screen, hot loading screen action. Quiet NVIDIA experience. You never work the way I want you to anyway. Our new intro screen. A rat with a musket. Of course, what else could it be? Alright, so we're going to play. We're going to do a new game. We're going to do a local adventure. We're going to randomize our character. Oh, an insectoid sexton? I couldn't have picked better myself. Thank you, randomizer. Your name is Diavoloria. Why not? Alright, and we're going to play some Barony. Okay. First face hotbar. There we go. Because I'm on mouse and keyboard. Let's go. Of course, because I'm an insectoid, my hotbar is already all full. Let's put my utility spells over here and my attack spells over here. I'm not sure if I'll use acid spray. Thank you. Hey man, have you considered just winning? Dude, what's up, Ragnarok? Good to see you, homie. I don't know how long it's been since I've seen you on a stream, but it's great to see you, man. So yeah, we're about to go into the mines, and literally every room in the mines now has the potential to be different than what you've seen before by an order of magnitude. Well, not literally every room. This first room is always the same. Of course, putting my foot in my mouth already. Ooh, free rocks. Here, I'll take them just to identify them. Uh-oh. Okay. Took some damage already. Not exactly what I was looking to do. That's alright. Alright. Alright, so this is a variant of the prison cells room, where now it has a rear exit and it's like a hallway instead of 4 cells. Again, that's just one of the several variants that it has. So now it creates sort of a hallway, but also there's enemies. There was an enemy trapped inside that one as well. This is a little dark for me. I'm gonna turn up my gamma. It looks okay on the stream, but I think I just have this monitor setting set kind of low, which is why the gamma setting exists. I like having the dark darks when I'm working. Your auto appraise is off. Oh, that's not good. Thank you for noting. That's really odd that the auto appraise is off. Wait, are you sure that the auto appraise is off, or is it just that I suck at appraising? Okay, it's just that I suck at appraising. Thank you, though. I appreciate that, Ink. Because the new appraise UI is not in this build that I'm playing on, it makes perfect sense that it would look like my auto appraise is off, especially considering what happened on past streams. So I do appreciate your observancy. just made a judgment. I'm pretty confident in it. Okay, can't push that away. Okay, so what have we here? This is obviously a room that has never been seen before. Ooh, what did I just open? Must have been this gate. Yep. So now you might recognize that this is actually the room that sometimes has a set of shelves and a treasure chest in the corner. And now because of the variant system, it's now spawning something other than that. And of course the variant content that I've made. Oh yeah, did the UI so much improved. Thanks, man. I'm glad you feel that way. I'm not really sure how I feel about these like gray stone textures out here. Oh, a boulder. Who would have thought? I just don't think it blends well into the environment. I might want to adjust that. Oh wait, somebody saw me. Who saw me? Who saw me? A badman saw me. It wasn't over here. It must have been across the way, and then they couldn't find their way to me. That's okay. Big fan of the UI upgrades. That's great, Mortal. Thank you. Okay, so here we have the prison. It looks like it spawned an unchanged version of the prison, unfortunately, so you can't see that one right now. Of course, the original was a good room, so I didn't get rid of any of the existing designs. I wanted my work to be purely additive. All right, let's kill this human. Haha, you should have thought of that before you were a human. I'm not going to pick up that armor yet. Cursed equipment I can afford to do without. That armor's just going to be too heavy for me. Oh! Rat time. Cells finally have beds. Yes, I did add beds to these. That's right. So I did change them a little. Uh-oh. Yeah, so the bunk beds weren't actually made until the Blessed Edition. I kind of made them specifically for the Hamlet bunk room. But when I made them, I knew that it would be nice for them to have a use other places in the game. But the only other place I added them, I believe, was in the Minetown, one of the Minetown rooms. And so now you'll see the bunk beds all over the game whenever I'm trying to imply that, you know, a place is a sleeping area for humans. Which is a lot of rooms now, quite a few. Oh. Oh, it looks like I broke... Okay, it looks like I broke this. These should open. So I'm a sexton. I could fix that. But instead, what I'll do is... Pissed off as deity. Yes, that's me. This is on you, Herx. I need to go back to the editor briefly. So that I can fix this bug. So I believe this is the hard part about this, is that I don't know all the maps by number or name. So it might take me a minute to track down the map I need. This is it. Okay, that didn't take too long. So this is mine 06. I'm going to check out mine 06A. You can see I have two instances of the editor open so that I can view the... Wow, look at that. What a silly mistake. I just didn't extend it long enough. That's so silly. Okay. So this is why we playtest. It's so I can catch issues like these. Now, if you were watching the stream earlier, you might have noticed that I basically have to rearrange everything in the room when I create these little map variants because everything in the map is offset once I change the size of the map so that it only occupies this space. And so I did have to touch every single room in the game to recreate their current variant versions. And so the result is that sometimes I might have caused new bugs, so I have to playtest. Have I considered just shipping the bug? You know, Bragnarok, I hadn't thought of that. That's a remarkably good idea. I will think of that next time. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'll think of it. So obviously that won't fix the map right now, but we've already fixed this bug. We don't need to worry about it anymore. We can just be a sexton and open the door. And oh no, a rat. Magic stuff of opening. I don't need that. Hashtag by design? Question mark? Chosen of Colborne. That's right. I mean, this is... It's one of the characters I would readily pick because it's just one of my favorites. Okay, so this is a hallway room. It spawned the original version, but even the hallways I have changed so that they have variety in how they present. Here, let's replace the boots. Don't need a cape. We're keeping the hat, because obviously. I'm a bug, so I can eat whatever I want. Actually, let's go back and see if that armor is too heavy for us to carry. It probably exists in D&D in some way. Well, the original idea for the Sexton as my favorite archetype of character was based on a D&D 3rd edition rogue that then split classes into cleric, or multi-classes into cleric, I should say, and then focusing everything on wisdom and dex, so that you're the ultimate utility character. That's actually where the original role-playing intent for this class it was inspired from. So you're not wrong to say that. You know what? Okay. Can I? This is fast enough. I'll be content with that. He says just before getting smashed by a boulder because he's too slow. So this is a new room. This, like many of the rooms, you probably won't even be able to tell what the original room was. But this is that plus-shaped dirt room. Is usually open in the middle, just open. And so this, I've created variants of this room that have zigzags going in every direction. So now that it actually spawns as 2 conjoined rooms, and just feels. And if you look down at the map down here, actually let's open the map. Yeah, baby. So if you look at the map here, you can see it's that plus sign shaped room is still intact, but because of the variant system, it now is like, it feels like a completely different and unique room, despite that it is not. Okay, this lever just closes that gate. I've added quite a few gates that you can close in the mines that start out open because I suspected it would create fun moments where if you might be running from a monster, you can close the door, close the gate behind you, and they can't. Sorry, Bracknark, I just read your comment. I'm gonna get to it in a second. But yeah, you can. I'm so distracted. But you can close the door on an enemy and they won't be able to break through it because it's a gate, and so I just thought that would be fun. Players will try to close the door on the Minotaur and they'll be able to break through the door, and that's funny. Yeah, my brother's kid uncle works at D&D. You crack me up, dude. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast. I know a few people who work at Wizards of the Coast. All very cool people, of course. Every last one of them. I'll eat that moldy cheese. I'm a bug. Who cares? Have you ever read any RPG horror stories? No, I wouldn't know what that looks like, honestly. Got him! Okay. What have we got here? RPG horror stories. Yeah, I guess... I mean, I've heard of stories of RPG games going poorly. Okay, here you can see we have the hallway room. In the middle, just 6 tiles in the middle are exposed to the variant system. And this time, it created a T-shaped intersection where you can just leave. Like, I don't want to be in this hallway anymore. Epic content. A murder hobo killing everyone in sight, creepy man enforcing his fetish from... Yes, I have definitely been in games where somebody is not really playing the game. They're sort of twisting the game to whatever their private fantasies are. Just struck my mind that I can flutter over this because I'm the world's best character. Ultimate utility. Oh, the skeleton just decided that this door wasn't good enough for him. And the side of the car door was a bloody hook. The rocks fall and everyone dies. It's pretty great. Crit Cab and Den of the Drake. I'll have to listen to some of those. Okay, and we have emerged into one of our other new rooms. This is actually a small rectangular room that I've split to be 2 rooms. Not that different than I described before. Alright, flutter complete. And I think we're done with this floor. So even if you just look at the mini-map, in my opinion, the map feels like it has a lot more variety to it, a lot more potential paths to take, due to the just extreme greater quantity of content that I've added. Alright, we're going to get rid of these rocks. We have the Force Bolt spell now, which is great. I will use that. Casting all that flutter really did a number on my hunger. Let's eat some tomali. Mmm. Delicious. The dragon's horrible. He hoards internet cringe. Ah, don't we all? I'm kidding, of course. Alright, let's go to the next level. That was 1 out of 5 levels. Oh, and of course it's a dark level. Boo. Alright, let's get my crystal torch. Uh-oh. Algernon! Don't steal my kill. Dude, I just went ham on those rats. That's probably the best use of acid spray that I've ever done. It's pretty rare to be able to fight a cluster of enemies together, and I'm pretty pleased that I was able to do that. Got Algernon's jewel. I don't need these swords. Let's move a little faster, shall we? Got him! Alright, we have another hallway with a T-junction, this time with a door in it. I mean, it was quick to make. It may seem minor, but it really does make the potential variety within the game so much more. Man, these rats, they're so stupid. They just get killed. Alright, okay, we have the traditional spider spawn room. Can I kill them? Of course, these are crabs because I have the arachnophobia filter turned on. Oh, you juked me. All right, I was able to kill all 3 crabbies. Man, I'm so stinking good at this game. All right, and we'll take the cape, leave everything else. I don't want to get hit by that Minotaur, bro. I really don't. Okay, this is, I've obviously also added a variant to this one, but the original spawned, so we'll see more variants of that. Oh, okay. And here we have another variant of that spider room, but instead of having a spider, it has a troll, and there's no spikes. So I felt that the spikes in the troll rooms made the trolls too easy, so I believe I have actually replaced all of those with something that is a little less of an easy way to kill that troll, because you can just knock on the spike trap twice and then go finish off the troll when it has like 1 or 2. Okay. I'm not afraid of spiders, but I have cabriophobia, the fear of crabs. Is there a filter for that? Yeah, if you just go into game and turn, oh, is it UI? Where's our content control arachnophobia filter? There we go. There you go. What's up, Garvikin? Good to see you again. Well, now there's no more crabs in the game, and they're just spiders. Isn't that fun? So many spiders. Let's eat. Oh, thank goodness no Minotaur spawned. I need some more torches, because I don't want to use my crystal shards unless I have to. I like to block with my torches. Who do I hear peeping? You? Okay, so what you see here is one of the variants of the... You might recall that there's like a 4x5 grid of pillars as one of the rooms. So it has a chance to spawn as like this pit now instead. And obviously a few other variants, but that's one of them. Okay, I hear a boulder. Okay, it looks... According to my mini-map, I just dodged a boulder. Oh, a human. Got him! Alright. Oh. Oh no! okay. Sadly, she's a pushover. But does she have any cool loot? That was a named character. That's a human person. So this is obviously one of the other jail tile variants, where inside there's 2 humans with beds and a water pump. So like a little prison cell. Okay, that's the thing. That's the boulder that rolled that I accidentally dodged. I hear spiders around, which means they probably won't turn into crabs until or turn back into spiders until I change levels. I've heard of Bill Wurtz. Absolutely. I've watched like all of Bill Wurtz's content. Alright. So stinking good at this game. Okay, what room is this? What's this one? I believe this is a variant of that room that has like 2 sides, and on one side it's got a pit in the middle. Yes, there it is. And I just changed, in one of the variants, I changed what side of the room the pit is on. That's basically the difference we're seeing here. Again, just add a little variety so you're not seeing the same dang rooms all the time. My wife is calling me. I'm gonna go off video for a quick second, okay? Sorry for the wait. Hold on a quick second, shit. All right, folks, I am back. Looks like everything's in order. I'm gonna make sure that Twitch catches up here. I'm delighted that you guys chatted while I was gone. Back in my days, we didn't have AC; we just had fans. Yeah, true that. I mean, when I was like 5 years old and I was growing up in Tennessee, we definitely didn't have any AC, and it got hot. Mortal, you want air condition? You know what's sad is that like the way that it works is the sun hits the front of the house during the end of the day, but the back of the house during the start of the day, and our thermostat is in the front of the house. And so during the first half of the day, the front of the house is nice and cool because it's in shade, and so the thermostat doesn't kick in. And then on my side of the house, where you know, the sun is beaming into my office, it gets really hot in here, but the AC doesn't kick on because there's no thermostat in here. So so I'm just in here like sweating up a storm. And then at the end of the day, when my office is in shadow, my office gets nice and cool because the AC is on the other side of the house, and it gets so cool to the point where I'm like, I keep socks down here to put on, like Barony socks I have to put on. So yeah, having a little bit of an independent solution. I'm going to be spending so much time in here. It just makes sense for me to have a little supplemental AC here. So you should just do what I do and just not sweat. Good answers, Ragnarok. Okay, so that's that. Let's get back to playing as this character, shall we? This character whose name is Diavoloria, the female insectoid sexton. I knew that this would be enchanted. That's great. Here. Alright, perfect. And everything worked out the way we wanted. Actually, this slow digestion ring is great. Energy burn rate, 25%. Whereas without it, it was 100%. So my energy just is going to go down way slower. So let's put that on. Very cool. Really quite psyched about this new item I have. Okay. Olympic swimming, might as well wear that. Oh, light spell, might as well read that. Gonna throw that away. Fish. So in other words, my natural hunger rate is going to be virtually non-existent. I'll be spending it almost exclusively on spells, which is what you'll want as an insectoid. Oh, and here you can see another room variant. This is a crooked hallway, and the variant can sometimes create a fork with 2 door exits That was fun. And they both lead to dead ends, my favorite. Alright, what's in here? Oh, we already did that. Light, cursed. I totally airballed this spider. Or... Where did you go? There he went. I'm chasing a spider. Got him! I saw some boots on the floor and I got excited. Alright. Oh, more spiders? Come on, spawn a different variant, bro. I have an idea. I only want to fight one at a time. And I have the power to do that as a sexton. Pleb. Got him. Oh yeah, the one with the Spirit of Wind. Just a whole different Oya. It was definitely inspired by some of that folklore. Okay, this is a general store. I do have an emerald, so it is tempting to go shopping in here. I'm blessed with the knowledge of what that store is because of my my adjustments to shops. So now that the icon in the shop is unique, I know for sure what it is in there. Let's go ahead. What's the worst that could happen? And look, how handsome am I? Or, I'm sorry, how beautiful am I? I'm a super cool character. Okay, so we're gonna sell poison resistance because I'm a bug person. I don't need it. I'm gonna go ahead and sell our emerald. Mail, sell that. I only need one crystal shard, humbly. I'm gonna sell a can because I don't have a tin opener anyway. Let's buy glasses. Ooh, do I want to buy a mysterious spell book? I kind of do. Alright, mysterious spellbook coming right up. This is a great store. My favorite store, actually. And, Force Bolt. Well, that's okay. I don't need it, but I got some trading skill out of it. These knuckles are not going to be better since I'm not going ranged like that. But how much will he... Why do I have so much holy water? Goodness sakes. He'll only buy it for 8. Yeah. I'm just gonna... That was a fun little excursion. Alright, here we have the pillar maze again. It's been replaced by a little campsite. Here, let's pick up this junk and sell it to that guy. Let's just kill this skeleton with magic. I'm just gonna pick up everything and sell it to that shopkeeper. This is my favorite store in the Citadel. Absolutely. I'm Dia Valoria, and this is my favorite store in the entire Citadel. Warren? Alright, let's slog our way back to this shop. Actually, let's not slog. Let's go so fast. Because this polymorph might run out at an inopportune time. It's important that I sell in time. I am not in the Citadel. That's an excellent point. This game actually has a Citadel, and I'm not there. Dude, I made mad money. I don't have any alchemy stuff, so I'm going to sell this sickness. And this regular water. And this cursed booze. Lockpick. I don't have any tinkering stuff. I'll just get rid of that. Okay. Well, wow, look how fast I am. I'm so good at this game. Alright, I'm on floor 3, so that secret is going to lead me to Minetown. Gotta go fast! What's this room? Okay, looks like the boulder interrupted that room. The adventurer who went to hell. Oh, and look at that little detour. That was fun. Again, more variant rooms that just like, no need to explain them. They just do what they do. And I'm still a human, so I can speedrun to get some followers. Slight changes to this room here. Ooh, I got an archer. That's good. What are you? Delicatessen? See ya. What are you? Jewelry. See ya. Hunting goods. See ya. And one more shop. And hats. Nope, I'm happy with mats. So I'm gonna go and spend money on like cheese. Up my trading skill a bit. Moldy bread. Okay, it might seem silly to buy that much, but it's really not. It's great. Oh, I have 5 strength? Oh, alright, I'm going to show you guys off a little secret that I put into this level that requires 5 strength to access. Close that. I might have to end up killing one of these humans when my stuff wears off, and that's okay with me. Let's go ahead and get this treasure chest first because we can. So anyway, as I was saying, it may seem silly that I bought all that food, but that's basically just free mana for me. It's like mana potions. So I might as well, you know. If this is Constitution bracers, I'll keep them. I'm hungry. What? Oh, I'm a human. I'm a human. I can't eat whatever I want. Because I'm polymorphed. Okay. So, this area is slightly changed. So this is all as you remember it. We got our Stop Effing Clones and Minecraft for Casual Child Gamer. But there's also a lever in here now. And what does that do? We got a waterfall. It also opens this. And here we have a boulder. If you can push the boulder, or you can dig through it, now you get access to some more crystal shards and some random treasure. So there's something kind of fun to do in this level now, besides shop. Little mini puzzle. Just a small adjustment. Thank you, mortal. Hey, and they are bracers of Constitution. I'm gonna get rid of these cursed Olympics. We have a dormant. Nobody needs that. I'm gonna close this gate. Can we brew anything? Oh, we've got acid and sickness. Let's do that. Acid, sickness. Boom. Confusion and booze. Boom. Let's... I mean, my alchemy skill is not great. I can't do anything with that acid right now. I am tempted to duplicate my Firestorm potion, but I could just end up losing it. So instead, I'm going to duplicate my magic potion. Okay, that worked. And duplicate another one. And duplicate another one. And I lost one. Okay, now I've got 3 instead of 1 magic potions, and I spent all my water. Alright, let's go. Alright. Let's see what delights await us in this level. Oh, I hear that. I stole the skeleton's kill. Of course, I'm a terrible leader. Okay. So I can't command my guys to do anything. But I'm a mighty sexton and I can push boulders. Okay, this... Oh, look, a spider. Not anymore. Ha ha ha. So I hope that I hope your Kurobophobia has been addressed since I switched them back to spiders. Okay. Here's a room I need to fix. So I really like how the spikes look down there. but they also spawn these holes. So if I want to make it look like there's spikes down there, I might just be able to place a decor model that's sunk into the ground. You know, pits kill you instantly anyway, so it looking like there's spikes down there is kind of cool. Why don't we go to our level editor? I'm making a breakfast burrito with impossible breakfast sausage and queso. Dude, that sounds amazing, Ragnarok. I'm like, that makes me hungry. And I already ate my breakfast. Okay, so let's go to map mine 31. That's not it. I think it's 33. Okay, are we in the bigger prison cell? We are. So it's mine 33 is the one we want. And then we'll look at what? 33E. Okay. So it's not E. Is it D? It is D. Okay, so we know that this will not work. Having these be actual spear traps does not work. So what I can do instead is spawn a decoration model. And this is something else, like, I might do another pass on all these levels again to add decor to a lot of them. Because I can just add any model in the game as an inactive decoration, and when you click on them, you might get some text about it, but that's all it does. So what do I need to do now? And because this is a development stream, I'm going to go ahead and do all this on camera. So I'm going to manage, browse local files. I'll open that folder. Here's the folder. So let's go to our models directory, open up our models text file in Notepad++, because I need to see the line number. We'll do that later. Okay, so we see that this starts on number 1. But the way that the game refers to model numbers through this document is it actually starts at 0. So I need to find the spike model and then subtract the number by 1. Spiked gauntlets. It actually might be called spear trap now that I mention it. Yes, spear trap holes. And spear trap. Okay, so 282 is the number I want. So I'm going to edit this, put 282 as the model number. We don't care about the direction. The height offset, we need it low. I'm going to experiment with like 32 because that's how tall each of our tiles is 32 pixels or 32 voxels. Oh, it says quarters of a voxel, so I need to multiply that by 4. So 120, 128. Let's try that. Okay, and we'll put interact text and say you see deadly spikes at the bottom of the pit. I guess that's a good enough description for now, eh? So if you click on those with your right click or whatever, then you will get that text. And now that I have that, I'll just duplicate that 4 times, and hopefully we see that in game sometime soon. All right, so fixed that problem with our new level design. And yeah, because these are procedurally generated, like playtesting enough so that I see them all is pretty important. Of course, I prefer, and this has been true as long as I've worked in video games, I really prefer to encounter things in the game naturally. I'll of course use debug commands to spawn things in to test them or whatever. But I feel like it's important for me to continue to maintain a view of how players play the game. Ah, I remember this. Hey, let's get some water out of here. Get 'em, boys! Okay, 1 down. Yeah, you were a poor tank. Better luck next time. Let's put my down 4 there. Okay, so would you believe it or not, this is a variant of the trap room. You know the room, you might remember if you played a lot of Barony, you know the room where you go through some gates, you step on a pressure plate, and the door closes behind you, and then immediately to your right, there's a monster in a room with a water pump, and then up ahead on the left, there's a troll, and up ahead on the right, there's a room with 2 spiders. And the only way to escape that room is to kill the troll and then operate the lever, or otherwise distract the troll to get him out of that room so that you can operate that lever and then leave. The challenge room. I think that's a good name for it. So this is a variant of that where I've made it into more of like a mundane collection of mine structures, like human structures. And so outside it's got this pump, and then a little house right here. Oh, it's locked. That door has a very high chance to be locked, as does this chest. Because the idea is that you're just like raiding somebody's house. Little bookshelf and bed. And then there's the other side of the challenge room. Oh, we've got 2 items here. One of them's a pickaxe. That's handy. Serviceable. I have 2 pickaxes. Let's keep the blessed one. And then this is... I moved the lever over here. Sometimes what happens is that whenever random... I just heard a boulder sound. The game is paused, which means that as soon as I unpause, a boulder will be rolling towards me, but we'll see. But anyway, sometimes what happens in the game is that when a random boulder trap gets placed, its activation triggers will reach out and then touch other rooms and activate things that aren't supposed to be activated. So I've actually moved this lever inside the room rather than in the hallway to create a buffer of 1 tile to prevent that from happening as often. So let's go in here. Okay, the boulder was down there on the bottom. Serviceable glasses. So this room is intact. It's just that instead of being a trap now, it's just a little one-way kind of door. So I just close this one and that one opens, and then you can escape from a boulder, or well, not a boulder probably, but some chasing person. If I could tell you guys to pick up those glasses, I would, but I can't. Look at all this stuff I don't need. Digging staff. Teleportation. Dang. Oh, I got some more water. Alright, we'll deal with all that later. Get rid of that. Put this. There we go. So, and I left this covered portion of the challenge room the same, so that you can't guess what's inside just by seeing that. Because I want as many surprises as possible. That's kind of what makes these games fun. Alright. Yeah, that's where that guy died. Maybe, will you guys pick up his equipment? I'm sure it's good. Yep, you picked up that. How about his cape? Nobody wants his cape? Yeah. Finished Oya's mini. Oh, that's awesome. You can link it in the chat if you want to. So this room doesn't look different right now. This is the original variant, but I have, of course, made variants of this one as well, as you would expect. Yo, it looks like somebody got blasted by a boulder and didn't die. It can't be you. I wonder what got hit by a boulder and didn't die. Maybe a troll. That would add up. Okay. I kind of like how on occasion a room that has like 2 parts to it gets spawned in such a way so that you can only access one of the parts from that direction. I'd kind of like it if it was more likely there was some other way to reach it, but I can't really guarantee that in the level generator right now. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Ragnarok. I kind of presumed that you had already read it, and that's why you were here, but that is not the case. So I'm glad that that news was available for you to find out. Ooh, Dex. Oh, that's tempting. Same armor class, but Dex instead of Con. Of course, Con is very important, and I'm a character who's already going to get high Dex, so I'm actually going to reject that. Thrown away piece of mail. Thrown away scroll of fire. I just played an automaton test run recently, and so like scrolls of fire were so awesome. Okay. Let's just use magic. We have enough food. And that's going to cost 10 MP, so let's eat. Okay. All right. Me who has Facebook banned, yeah. So the news is that I'm working full time for Turning Wheel now, which is super exciting for me. It's been a dream for years, and it's the right time in our development process, and I'm excited to be here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I got so many digging. I have multiple digging options, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig through the other side of this structure. I guess I didn't need to flutter. Oh, I still use that mace. Okay. Ah. We got another version of this room that is not special. I mean, I could see what's on the other side of this over here. Nothing! That's okay. This is my backup source of dig. That's awesome, and if you don't mind, Sheridan said he'd hit me up if he needs voice acting. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we do like your working. All right, so that kind of does it for a mind test. That's the end of it. So actually, but I'm not satisfied. I didn't see a lot of the rooms I worked on, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat this cheese, eat this bread, and then start a new character. I could cheat and keep with this character, but why bother? You know what I mean? I'll just start new characters until I have every character past the mines. Quit to main menu. We'll do one more test and then find something else to work on, considering the mines is effectively done now. Funny Lou, the automaton punisher. That's a little more involved than I want to be right now. Cheese Lord, the Goblin Hunter. Let's do it. It's a good name. Cheese Lord. How's my face cam position, by the way, y'all? Is this a good spot for it? Vixie. Okay. Oh, I hear. Speaking of voice acting, that's my favorite voice acting in the game is the boomerang. Oh, you're Goblin Hunter. That's cool. I'm just playing how the hunter plays, which is very cautiously. Use the boomerang to finish off enemies to save ammo. I love the hunter, dude. Such a fun class. Like, you can go from a great run to an awful run in just like a second, but it's still awesome. Dude, Goom plays on, you know what I mean? And compared to all the other characters who are ranged focused, the hunter just has an easier start of the game because of the silver arrows. Usually having to be ranged is a huge pain in the neck to for ranged classes in the beginning because skeletons are resistant to range attacks. But having those silver arrows really turns it around on them. Okay, so this is a chasm with some catwalks on either side of it that leads to this little room. Oh, okay, we got another little variant here. Oh. I hear the boulder. You put the boom in boomerang. Thanks, Bragnarok. Boomerang has a voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was just Chris Kukla just like leaning into the mic and going and then like fuzzying up the audio a little bit. I love it. It's so funny to me. You hear Kumbayon. That's right. Yeah, those goblins. They always be saying something. Little bridge here. Okay, okay. Harmless little room. Ah, okay. So this, you can see one of the variants of that room that has these three... Huh. Okay. Has these three platforms in it. Okay, that's where that boulder came from. I can wear a hat. I don't want cursed cheese. Might as well conjure some arrows. Oh, I got knockback arrows. That's useful to have. Alright. You know, they do more damage than a normal arrow and buy me some time. My voice goblins, I just took the sounds from Sacred. Yeah, they're cartoonish. Lots of goblins are really cartoonish. It's funny, when I joined the project, you know, the voices for these goblins had already been done, and I kind of liked that these goblins are, they strike as a little bit more orcish. So I believe what's happening there is that this wall, the wall of this cell section got merged in with the wall of another room, and so it became inaccessible. Like this small room here, it looks like this wall is now overlapping the wall of the cell doors. I could address that by making this room a little taller so that there's always a little space behind it. Goblins are greenskins. Yes, from a Warhammer perspective, you can only be correct about that. Let's do this. I have telepathy. There's a skeleton way over there. Okay, looks like just a skeleton. Oh, two skeletons. Or am I looking at the same one? Yeah, it's just the same one. Okay. I hear a rat, but I didn't see one, which is odd. I wonder why I can't see the rat. Odd. Yes, Warmer has Gretchens. Okay, let's go up here. Dude, Gulag Boto, you know what I mean? Did my video settings get saved? You know what? That's a bug. Looks like when I restart the game, my gamma settings don't reapply. That's something I'll just have to note. Reported. The importance of testing, my friends. Oh, and I'm not a sexton anymore, so I can't open that locked door without a lot of hassle. Okay, here we have a human. Oh, a human trapped in a spike trap. So I put a few more humans just like in rooms in the mines, because you know it's like it's the right place for humans, I would say. And noting that a lot of characters will just be able to recruit them. But for beast characters, you can get easy kills on them, and so I kind of like that dichotomy of like something that's an enemy for some players and an ally for others. What is your one upcoming indie game and AAA game you're excited for? King Arthur could be trapped in there like the role place. That's funny. Yes, he could be. Indie. What am I excited for indies? I've been looking forward to Dwarf for a while, but that already came out. I'm gonna have to think on that one, Mortal, because I haven't really been super hyped for any games recently. Hey, look! My fix went in. You see deadly spikes at the bottom of the pit. Yeah! Alright, we got immediate results from that. That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay. I'm actually tempted to make some more changes to this room. Like, I don't like that this is rock right here instead of being brick. Let's go ahead and check that out. Or remotely interested in. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's a totally fair question. I just haven't been really keeping up the way I should. Because I've been so focused on other things. And you might, I was working for a fitness gaming company. I see. Yeah, that rock doesn't actually really ever look good at the bottom there. So in the case where there is a pit, it'll look better if those are bricks instead of rock, just because of how our textures tile. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace all these unseen tiles that you would never see unless you dug it or there's a pit. I'm going to replace them with brick, and I'll go ahead and carry through the pillars. So that way you'll see this pillar go up and down through the whole length of the pit, and it'll contiguous. All right. Very quick fix, easy to do. Why not? Why not? So regarding AAA games, I was kind of excited when I saw Starfield. I've been, I like all the Elder Scrolls games, right? And so I was in the first 30 seconds of the Starfield announcement trailer. Oh look, another variant. So we can close that gate if we want to. But then the longer the Starfield trailer or gameplay reveal went on, the more honestly kind of boring that it looked to me. And I hate saying that. It's a game that I haven't seen yet. But I really didn't have fun with Fallout 3 or 4. And the game just looks more like that than the Elder Scrolls games to me. And I know a lot of people love that, so no judgment coming from me. Oh, I can't learn spells, obviously. I'm a goblin. Constitution ring. I'm just finding crazy good loot all over the place. Y'all created this engine? Yes. Sheridan wrote this engine in C and then later ported it to C++, so that it would be compatible with Steamworks networking, I believe. But yeah, this is a proprietary engine. He's already written the engine for our next game. Let's cast light a few times. And so that it's ready for us to start working on our next game as well. And that engine is quite a bit more advanced than the Barony engine. And fun fact, the new UI in this game, most of it anyway, especially at least the front end stuff. Look at this little isolation chamber I made. Sick of getting hassled? You want to read the lusty goblin made in peace? Just wander into this room and shut the gates, bro. It's a reading chamber. But yeah, the UI engine was actually taken from our next game engine. And so that work that he did on the engine is actually making it some of its way into Barony. So you might remember this room. Normally it's symmetrical, but this time it's spawned with these two dirt pillars in the middle. So just a layout difference. Not all the variants are have new puzzles or enemies or challenges in them. Some of them are just layout differences. Add a little variety. Spice of life. Okay, I'm ready to go to the next level with this character. I'm gonna be the best goblin hunter ever. Oh, hello. I'm already too armored for this plebe. What am I getting AC from, dude? 6 AC. Item effects bonus +5. Oh, that's just my how many armors I have. Okay, well, it was enough to completely deflect a rat. Fine with me. Another pit room. Oh, and hey, man, look at this. Look how much better this looks now that I fixed that. It's way better. Okay. We've gotten lucky to spawn this variant multiple times so that I could iterate on it. One should be so lucky. Oh, hello, you. Okay. Catching moldy cheese in midair. So brave. Let's use a hunting arrow on you, you big galoot. Got him with the poison. Okay. So this right here, this room you see in the background with these 3 alcoves, this might look the same as the original one, and it is, except for it's flipped the other direction. So again, a layout difference that you might not notice, but just adds more variety to how you can see stuff in the games. Oops. I gotta find an exit for this Minotaur gets here. Can't go through that pit hallway. Yes, that hallway spawned with a pit. Oh, here we see the prison room has now been replaced with this one on this run. Oh, look, a human. Okay. He was asking for it. Okay, and there's other prison cells with other monsters and things in them, but I just don't have time to explore right now. I could turn off the Minotaur for these test runs. I could. Oh, there's the exit over here. Ooh, a trap. Okay, I'll explore these. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Hunting ammo helped me, or rather I should say, spring shot ammo helped me a little with him. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm out of here. We don't mess around. Okay. Taking a little health damage. Strength +1. I'll take that. Teleportation +2. Oh, -1 swing of strength. Yes, break down the door, my child. Light. You fool! Alright, what mess are we getting into in this room? Oh, this is just a T-junction hallway, that's fine. Oh, a can opener, I'll hang on to that. Okay, this looks like the original... Oh, nope, this is a variant of this dungeon. I have not tested this a single time yet, because I just made them on stream today. So that's very fun for me. Oh, I summoned a succubus that immediately left. Haha, sucker! Oh, we're gonna have a human fighting a... Huh. For some reason, the human and skeleton ignored each other. They probably just haven't had a chance to see each other yet. Oh no! Okay. He resisted my attack simply because I didn't charge up my boomerang and it just didn't do enough damage. Threading hex. Okay, we have ourselves a little bunker in here that I built on stream. Let's do a hunting. That did quite a bit more damage. Perfect. All right. Not bad. And I could open that, or I could just choose not to. Let's just choose not to. I ate both of my pies. Get rid of the mail. Oh, a troll. Hello, troll. Here, why don't you step on this? Why won't you come this way? What's wrong with you? Okay, he just got bored, I guess? I don't know why he didn't want to come for me. I wonder if for some reason he couldn't see me properly. Alright, so that was I don't feel like I need to make any changes to this. I feel like this is a successful rework of that challenge room. Good night. My DM for the Monday Night D&D group I play with is out of town, so I'm trying to get everyone to buy Barony so we can play. That's a great idea. That's the world's greatest idea. It is the closest thing to a first-person murder hobo simulator, in my humble opinion. See, this room is normally just a long, empty room, but I made it a bridge instead. Which all it does is constrict your movement, but doesn't constrict your firing. So those kinds of rooms I think of as rooms that add tactical options for ranged characters of all types. And they can also allow a melee character to create like a choke point so he can't get surrounded. So yeah, that bridge is just one of the variants that will spawn there now. Okay, so this is the slightly different map. So we're gonna open up 34. No, 32 is the one I want. Okay, and we can see that we have rock on this one too, just like the other one. And we're gonna replace it with bricks so that whenever there is a pit, it looks natural. Now, what's going on with that? I don't know why that's there. That's just probably sloppy placement on my part. So I want these, whenever there's an opening, I want to use these tiles. And whenever there's not an opening, I want to use these bricks. And according to the sprites that are in there, those are the openings. So now we have just fixed that room. Save. All right, perfect. So now that we'll have that pillar instead of that rock. That's good. You can kind of see the overlap between level design and level art. Speaking of which, this that right there is a leftover from Generation that I can fix. Okay, so here's something fun. So this chunk of the map always spawns with like a pathway and a door, and then like a big block of wall. And most players may not realize that if you break open that wall, there's 4 bags of gold inside. And there's no way to get it without breaking it open. That's how the original was made. The original room was made. So when I made variants of it, I made one of the variants have this pit, and then you could see there's portcullises, and you could see there's gold in there. And with the pillar, I can actually open it and look at the gold, but I can't reach it. Now, if I was a bug person, I could reach it. But alas, I am not a bug person. And so there's no way for me to get over there. And that's fine. That's just fine. But now if you've got a character who can fly, or do shenanigans with teleporting, or anything like that, they now have a gameplay opportunity where they can be the special one in the party who can go and grab that treasure that no one else can grab. And I like stuff like that. It's all about creating opportunities, in my opinion, for that the player can use to feel creative. So I don't bake a solution into that room. If you know, if you have one of the several tools you could use to bust in there and get your gold, you have that solution. It's available to you. If you don't, it's on you. You know, that's part of the choices that have led up to what your play has meant so far. Okay, so this is less than half my damage on my longbow. I know it fires faster, but I don't, man. I'm gonna hang on to it just because if my longbow breaks, I'm gonna regret it. I'm not quite full yet. You can see I have a 25% chance to barf if I eat that. Blank scrolls. Okay, what kind of shop is this? It's a potion shop. So I think I will leave this poor shopkeeper alone. I don't need any potions. Okay, and there's the door that you can see from the other side there. Alrighty. Any ghouls? No ghouls? Nazguls. Okay, we got another one of those T-junction jail cell areas. No enemy in here. That's unexpected. Alright. I'm all slow because I put on this armor. Let's get rid of it. I need to be a little faster. The dormant +2 or strength +1. I mean, I like the additional AC, and the speed I'm getting from the strength is kind of important, so I'll hang on to that. What is this? What kind of room is this? Oh. Yes. Oh my gosh, all these gems. I'll get rid of this cursed opening staff because I don't need it. Okay. So it looks like this room replaced the sort of G-shaped room that has the treasure chest across the pit. So we've run into two situations where if I had flight or digging, I would be able to have gotten bonus treasure, but I don't have either, so can I even pick up that gold? I can't. 99 gold pieces. Oh well. Doom Platon. Good. Done spookerated me. Okay, and it crashed through this and fell into that pit. That's fun. Alright. Consider this level explored. On to the next. Just ate all my moldy cheese. Oh my gosh, the meat was moldy? That must have been like a 2% chance. Oh well. YOLO. Casually we're making a goblin into a bird humanoid? Okay. For your disciples mod, maybe? Oh goodness. Okay. So that was a hairy situation. I switched to silver arrows and my short bow so that I could more quickly get those guys off my back. Luckily, I had enough armor so that they couldn't even hurt me. Which is a little silly, but considering I'm a hunter. Alright. I heard enemies. Where were they coming from? Ow, my helmet is destroyed. Man, this longbow just tears those guys apart. Oh, the spider stole my kill. I'm amused. Oh, Ether Lords, that's the one. So one of the fun features of this prison, this small prison strip right here, is that it has this blocking wall built into it. And so now because of this variant, I can get to the other side of that blocking wall, which is really fun for me. But then on this one, because it's a different variant, I don't have a way to get to the other side of the blocking wall, and so I have to look for another way around. As I've already released the denizens within. Fountain dries up. Perfect. Okay. Alrighty. Confusion, fruit juice, broken helmet. I'm gonna throw away locking. I'm just never gonna use it. Aviacs or bird-like creatures come and scout. Okay, cool. Here's the classic version of this room. We got another troll room with spikes removed if it's not obvious. One more time. Oh, cursed. Moldy cheese. 307172. I'm just gonna drop all those. 3 inventory slots for 1,000 gold, or less than 1,000 gold. Not gonna waste my time. Fresh cheese? What? Let's get our inventory in order a little bit. Dude, that cheese hit the spot. Lockpick. It's decrepit, but better than nothing. Dude, why'd that rat just walk right by that troll? Trying to explore just a little. Ring of Constitution. I'm gonna throw that out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out that. Moldy. I don't think I care about this jester hat. I didn't mean to do that. Might as well. I don't have anything else in my head. Okay, classic version of this room. Sadly didn't spawn one of the new ones. There's several, obviously 4 more of these. Sleep, sleep. As a goblin, I kind of need to be a little bit more judicious about practicing magic, otherwise I'll never get there. Aged. So full on pie. Alright, and I got an aged 10. Smells like horse. Mmm, horse. Yum, yum. Horse meat. Mmm. Alright, we got the standard version of that hallway loaded in. Already did that. Okay, that's one more level explored. Floor 4. Is that it? And that's it. Okay. What time is it? I think I might do one more run of the mines. I was a good hunter. Had fun with that. And if I'm not satisfied with this rattlesnake, sure. I'm gonna probably go ahead and cheat and just view a couple more times, just because I want to see some of the levels that haven't shown up yet. But I don't want to take forever to do that. And I've kind of had my fill of playing organically for the moment. Okay, that door spawned locked. I do see a room that I've never gotten to play, which I'm excited about. This room looks kind of cool. It's a good start. And there's no entrance into that room besides that door that I need to break down. I'm gonna try to clear out some skeletons before I take a bunch of time to do that. That's a lot of skeletons. Okay. Did I lose a knife? Oh, there it is. Okay, so you can see this is a new variant that just puts a pit on this side of the room. Which is, you know, which is something. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? So stinking fast. Being a ninja rules. You're not the one I was looking for, but you are dead. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up his bronze sword just in case I don't find anything better. As a ninja, it's very important that I have a sword at all times because my sword skill is 60. It's insanely high. I kind of love that ninjas don't have a way to lockpick. Like, they're not a rogue, they're sneaky murderers. DPS class. Okay. This is the original dungeon, and I keep running into my vanilla levels, which is fine. But you know, when my goal is to test, it's a little bit unfortunate. Miner's Christmas, my journal. Oh no, I did the bad thing. Oh, -1 blank scroll, baby. Yes. Those fool spiders got ninja'd. Flawless. Come forth and get ninja'd. Ah, my sword. Predictably broke, as that sword always does. And I'm glad I have a backup that does 3 entire damage. What did the old version do? 7, yeah. Twice the amount of strikes to get the same damage. It's all good. Alright. Now I think we can afford the time to go and hack open that door. Ooh, what's this way? The fountain tastes like medicine. This looks like a bad gen. It's not the worst, but I feel like this shouldn't have happened this way. Trying to parse what happened here. I'm guessing it's another wall sharing situation where, yeah, if 2 tiles have the same. If 2 rooms have the same tile on the edge, they can overlap each other by that 1 tile. And so, because this door is like near the edge of the room, it just ended up in the situation where it got... I mean, the fact that I can go through it on this side makes it not so bad. But yeah, this is not an ideal spawn scenario here. And this is the room with the... yeah, 3 platforms in a row. I don't know what to do about that. I'll have to think on it. If I do anything, you know, you kind of expect some weird stuff to happen procedurally. Like, it's not the end of the world. Alright. Let's see what this room has going on in it. Okay. So, one of the things I like about this room is, first of all, you like never see a skeleton archer until like the very late game. And so I've created this skeleton sentry out on a bridge, and he actually can't leave. So he's like a permanent like obstacle until you go and take him out. Gives you kind of a dilapidated dungeon feel. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Mortal. But yeah, this guy, if I don't sneak past him, he's just gonna be able to shoot me. And I could throw knives at him, but then I'd risk losing them in the pit. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Or I can go around and then open this and then lure him out. And now I've got a bow and arrows. Ah, cursed. Journal entry. Mail. Oh, I'm out of food. Okay. So anyway, that's this. I like how this room turned out. It's the first time I've gotten a chance to play it, so that was fun. Alright. I gotta find food. Oh, it's a blessed shortbow. That's great, actually. Open it. Go ahead. Come on in. I dare you. Come on in. Got him. Man, the ninja's so fun to play. Oh, yes, my knives got blessed. I love it when my throwing knives get blessed. Okay, what have we got? Okay, this is just the secret. Yes, okay, I was able to eat. I forget how these are supposed to open. There we go. Levers on the back side. Sounds like somebody's harassing the shopkeeper. Turn around, I want to stab you in the back. Got him. Can't believe he fell for that. Oldest trick in the ninja book. Oh no, I lost one of my knives. I don't know where it is. Darn it, I can't waste time on that. Well, if the shop is a delicatessen, I'll transform and buy food. It's kind of a long shot, though. It's a potion shop. Oh, goodness. All focused and intense. Man, so many locked doors. Don't test with Minotaurs on? Yes, I do, actually. Yeah, a little earlier, I was on Minotaur floors, and I rushed through a level because of it. Like I said, I really prefer to test, with the natural user experience. Dude, that boulder straight took out that human. Ooh, I got force bolt. That's good. Lots of bear traps, which is cool, but how about some food, bro? I'm now starving. Is this it for our hero? It may be. Is this gonna be water? No, I'm blinded. Close. It's almost water. See, when I drank out of that fountain, it blessed all my equipment, including my tunic, which people often regard, well, it was worth a shot. People often regard the tunics as useless, but now I've got a 1 weight plus 1 armor tunic on, which is extremely great. All right. All right. All right, I got enough food to sustain me. That was fun. It's not often that I'll eat food unidentified, but I knew that meat was fresh and I didn't want to take any more damage from starving. Oh, hello. Good philosophy. Yeah, thanks. It's funny, like, of all the game studios I worked with, I was surprised how often literally no one at the company played the game naturally. like, even the testers would be, you know, they'd have a lot of important test work to do to make sure things just function at bare minimum. And they have, you know, got test cases to run through. And a lot of times debug commands can be helpful in doing that as well. Because they're doing, like, each one tester is doing, like, the, you know, they have an expertise to testing, and they do the work of what, like, any, you know, dozen of normal players would be able to do in terms of testing the game out. But, like, even the designers I would work with wouldn't play test naturally. And so it left us in a spot where, because it was important to me, I was sometimes literally the only person at the entire company who had actually played through the game we were making. And I was able to provide... Oh! That was awesome. I was able to provide educated perspective. Educated, informed, I suppose is a better term for it. On the game that no one else had. And so that just affirmed to me that it was a good idea to continue doing. There's a fair argument that it's a waste of some time, because it's obviously, like, the fact that I care about hunger at all is just a symptom of the fact that I'm not using any cheats of any kind to play. But I think it's important, so I'm doing it. That's the way I feel about important things, is I do them. If I believe it's important, then I will do it. Alright. I noticed that we had one of these skeletons in here. But there was no way to get to him, unfortunately. Dang, steel gauntlets? Okay. Don't mind if I do. Let's just kill him, just because we can. Alright. And I still gotta exit pretty quickly because I got the hunger. I lost another throwing knife. I don't know how I'm bleeding throwing knives. Just not very judicious. You poor, pathetic humans. How sad. Oh. Alrighty. Finish the Eviac, posted on Discord. That's cool. Oh, am I a human? I forget that I was a human, and I kept killing all these humans. I thought I was a goblin still, and I'm not. Well, sorry, humans. I would have recruited them all. I feel like a bad person now. So silly. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, friends. I had a sneeze. Pardon me, just wanted to catch you before you rounded the corner. Okay, we got another shop. Ooh. And what is this shop? Oh, I'm confused. Cloak of Magic Reflection, not an issue right now. Might as well manage my inventory while I'm waiting for a debuff to go away. Ah, yes. A lever that does nothing? How did I fail so that that lever did nothing? Let's correct that, shall we? We're going to correct the lever that does nothing. So, what is that? 28? That might be it. My guessing powers are getting really good. Okay, let's make sure that the orientation... Okay, this is a left-right hallway, not an up-down hallway. So, I did not guess quite correctly. Is it 27 or 29? It's probably 29. Let's check. Nope. Oh, yes, it is 29. Okay. 29B? Nope. 29C? Nope. 29D? Nope. 29E? No. What have I done? It actually might be 26. I'm trying to figure out what happened here. When did I make a room that doesn't work like it's supposed to? I'm gonna... These are the ones I just went through, right? And this... Okay, this is just a long room. Okay, so this isn't one of the hallways. This might be further back in the 20s. So let's just... Because I'm kind of clueless, I'm going to just kind of scan through some of them. It ain't that one. It ain't that one. Oops. Is it in the teens? Darn it. That's the prison one. You know, we could fix one of the problems with this prison one by adding another tile to the top of it so that its backside would never get doubled up on. I feel like I should do that. Why don't we fix that while we're here? Map height 26. It's gonna make it slightly less common. Because it's gonna be slightly bigger. But it'll fix that problem of the room being inaccessible when it shouldn't be. I don't like a lever that doesn't do anything in the game, you know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and put just a buffer of dirt around it. Okay, so the backside is properly blocked off. I mean, this also means that there's always going to be a way to get around this, which I think is also a good thing. So, let's go ahead and just save that. 16. Oh, the pronunciation? Well, thank you. Okay, so it's not 16. This isn't it. It's too large. this is it. All right. Unfortunately, I went through basically all the levels before I found it, but that's okay. It didn't take that long, right? So O3B. Okay. C. All right, we've seen that room a few times. D. And finally, E. Of course, we had to go through E. So what's the problem here? It looks like it's working fine. You know what the problem is? The problem is that a boulder spawned in this room. That's the... And the good news is that it didn't make it a... Yeah, not enough cowbell. That's the problem. I should have seen that coming. So, this boulder right here has spawned a series of wires and pressure plates in front of it, and because it got set off, those that power is now always active, so this door will never open and this door will always be open. It's a rare case, and it doesn't break the game in any way. It might be a little confusing, like, why doesn't this level work? But it's actually just fine with me. So even though we did all that work to hunt it down, it turns out that there's not a problem. The game is actually behaving as expected. And it's just that when you put mechanisms in the game, you risk boulders messing them up, and that's just part of the game. And that is okay. That's even in the tutorial. I've got an issue here where sometimes that doesn't stay active, but okay, anyway. Oh, I'm levitating. Perfect. Okay, that is a general store. Maybe he has food. Changing a troll into an ogre, redundant? I mean, maybe. It's kind of like how elves, fairies, and things like that mean different things in different cultures. So, like, what's the difference between an orc and a goblin? In something there just really isn't a difference. Or something that is very much like a goblin is actually called an orc. Okay, no, they have fruit juice. I'll go ahead and buy that. I'll sell this jade. It's a little disappointing. I was hoping for some more to eat, but I'll just drink a lot. Sounds funny when you put it that way. Oh, maybe his chest has something. Well, stuff to sell, I guess. Alright, off we go. Yeah, like in Barony, we don't have any ogres. We just have trolls. And our trolls look very much like how I imagine ogres should look. So it's like, we probably won't make an ogre because, yeah, for us, it's like, you know, there's no difference between those things. But that means that they'd be a perfect enemy to replace with an ogre if you wanted to make Shrek. Which, who doesn't want to make Shrek, you know? Okay, we have to get out of here. I'm about to starve to death again. Oh, pie. Alright. Time to cheat. Time to cheat. Cheats on God. Jump level -5. Let's just wander around and really, like, here, let's make everything friendly. Look at all these skeletons just chilling. Somebody once told me a troll is gonna roll me. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Was that a Shrek reference? Of course it was. I know it's a Shrek reference. Smash Mouth. It's a fun little bit of generation. We got 3 of these rooms, but they all 3 generated with a different variant and in a meaningfully different place in the map. And so, from my perspective, they all felt very unique. I cast open. It works. I really love that Shrek became the meme that it did. It's so stupid. I guess like the Bee movie as well. It's just like, what are we doing here? Culturally, why are these the things we decided to embrace? Okay, that level yielded not much. In the way of new testing ground, sadly. But I guess I'm glad we're cheating now. I was looking for a dumb with the dormant round my thumb and the jester hat in my forehead. Oh. He's spitting lyrics over here. Here we have that, the 3 platform room, but this time with no walls on any side of it. So it's a more open version of that room. What are you doing out here, shopkeep? What are you doing out here? Okay, so this is the delicatessen. And you can see I kind of set it up to look like a restaurant with a corner for like a kitchen. But he left. What motivated him to come out? We're just gonna eat. So I'm gonna check my shops real quick and make sure that I didn't place him. Because if you place your shopkeepers wrong, they can end up wandering. So let's go to the shop. There's a lot more shops now because I made a lot of them. Okay, that's that one. Real quick, I can find this easier if I... Okay. There we go. See, the shopkeeper's lined up with this doorway right here. So now he believes that, like, way down there is his shop, and it's not. So we're just going to move him by 1 tile, and he won't leave his shop. It's a little bit silly, but it's necessary. So I'm glad to have found and fixed that. Those are the kinds of bugs that are actually kind of hard to find. Just because of what it is. Because it depends on the shopkeeper behaving in a certain way. Okay, that's a different story right there. He's not aligned with any doorways. I'm just doing a quick spot check because I feel like I've seen this before, but I don't know what shop I saw it in. Okay, this one should be fine. That one's fine. We already looked at that one. That one should be fine. That one should be fine. And that one should be fine. Okay, so hopefully we don't run into that again. We already went through that one. I'm glad we saw it once, but I don't feel the need to see it twice. Looking kinda dumb with the doormat around my thumb and the jester hat on my forehead. Alright. What else we got? Looks like we got a new dungeon to look at. Let's take a look. Oh, it's this one again. Okay. I noticed this one before. I just didn't register that it was in this spot. Okay. So let's go to the next level. I think I'm just about done testing. Once I get to the transition level again, I think I'll call it for now. I want to get back to work. Make something. I recruited that rat because he's friendly to me. It's funny. Okay, so this is a room we haven't seen yet, but the idea is that, yeah, it's got two one-way doors. I have tested this room before and it was broken, and so this is the first time I'm testing it fixed. And the way that I broke it is just that I had like the doors set up incorrectly, so they were like facing the wrong direction. But now they look like they're just peachy. All right. I'm getting a lot of double clicks on my right click. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, and this is our new prison that we just fixed, so that you can always go around this prison room, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Didn't need to go in there again. Okay, we have this traditional room. It's unchanged. Hat shop, hat shop, hat shop. I think this is one of my favorite of the 3 platform rooms, because it can actually like open up spaces in the level that you wouldn't otherwise get to because of how it has doors on multiple sides with a wall between them. But then it also has a central passage. What we got? I kind of like this little campsite. Little living cell there. Seen this room a few times. That's just skeletons in a cage with spikes. If you spike those skeletons, then they'll die. So I left some, I left some spikeable enemies in the game. It's just that if you spike them, they die, and you don't get to farm the XP from them. especially in this level again. It's funny how much more boring this is when it's not when the cheats are on. There's no logic to how I explore. There's no strategy involved. It's just, I'm definitely not playing the game. Boulders start rolling and they don't stop thumping. Time to hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to mine for fun. Your muscles get big, but your back get bummed. All right. So I guess what I'm learning is that there needs to be a complete parody of All-Star where the words are all Barony related. Oh, it looks like somebody chopped through this. Yeah, so this is one of the variants of the 3-platform room that spawns with 2 locked doors and treasure inside. So if you can lockpick it, you can get in that way or cast it open or just beat down the door. But the point is you have to work a little bit for the reward inside there. I know I said I wouldn't do it again, but I still haven't seen any of I've only seen one of the new like 7 dungeon levels, mini dungeon levels that I've made, and I'd like to get a peek at least one more of them. Oh, and here's a slight variation on this library room. Hooks, I've come to bargain. Oh yeah, there it is with the locked door. See another one of these variants. So we're still running into a few variants as we play. Oh, this is another prison orientation. So in this one, I took out the middle blocks, and so it's more like a two cells that you can walk in between. I think this is one of the more interesting prison block variants. A lot of rats. Where's my exit? Algernon can open doors. Yes, that's true. Shelob, I believe that's correct. Thumpus? I don't know. Here's that 4 pillars fountain room, except for this variant doesn't have a fountain and the pillars are in different spots. Another alchemy shop. Seeing a lot of potion shops this run. So whether or not an enemy can open doors is actually tied to their intelligence stat, I believe. It used to be that enemies could not open, like no enemy could open a door, they could only beat them down. But then when we did the Cursed Edition, I believe that's when Sheridan added, if their intelligence is higher than a certain value, then they can open doors. Also, I believe whether or not they run away when their health gets low is dependent on their charisma. So stats have an effect on enemies, even ones that you think might not. I sure see that this pit one a lot. Mostly because we see that map a lot just in general. I don't know if I like it. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, oh awesome, I like that there's a pit. But because most characters can't do anything with a pit, and it actually doesn't even offer any tactical advantage because it's always a pit at the back of a hallway, there's not even any way to really exploit the pit as a ranged character. So all it is just like another kind of a dead end. But I guess I was gonna say one of the advantages of that is that a lot of times you don't get dead ends unless it's at the on the corners of the map. But it's not like we're looking for more dead ends. So I'm feeling kind of negative about it. You're silly, Ink. You're very silly. What is this? What is this? Okay, okay. Alright, I'm glad I found this. My orientation on these gates is obviously incorrect. So this will be what? 29? Oh, I want mine 29. Nope. There it is, 24. Oh, 23. All right. Okay, so this isn't it. That isn't it. That isn't it. That is it. Okay, you can see how these are not oriented sideways. It can get, because this is a top-down map viewer, it's like, it's easy to get confused and fail to realize that the gates are facing the wrong direction. Past 12 a.m. for you, so I may be slowly losing my... Okay. Okay, so this shall be fixed now. Well, I guess I'm glad that I continued testing past the point that I said I would, because it directly resulted in me finding another bug to fix. Here you can see the jeweler shop. Just want to show that off. We got a guy behind these gates. And there's no way in there unless you beat down the tables. That's one of the more fun shops, I think. Oh, we haven't really seen much of this room. Hey, what's up, Vishpala? So this is called the Dirt Maze, I believe, is the name in the map editor. And so the variants kind of change what's inside of it. This is just something I thought would be fun. Is you can close the doors in here, but when you do, it spawns a boulder from the trap. And it dumps right into a pit, and so it's more the kind of thing that's just like, huh, I wonder why somebody built this room this way. You know, like, is this, are we dumping in boulders to a level down below? Or what's the story there? But one of the things I thought would be fun is, like, in theory, you could run through here and try to drop boulders on the Minotaur or something like that. I don't know. It'll be fun to see what kind of strategies come out of it, if any. Hello, rat. Ah, okay. I haven't seen this one spawn yet. This is a different take on the G-shaped room. This one was really pretty fun to make variants for. Oh, no, this is the one we saw before. Oh, well. With that gap. Mind the gap. Alright. One more floor. One more. It's just a normal room. Okay, so this is fun. So you probably recognize the two shop layout. And one of the things I did with this is that I added submaps to this one. So it always spawns two shops like it always used to. But instead of just being random and having no way to know what it is, I set each shop type to be paired with another shop type, and then it can spawn any of those pairs. And so there's still, even though the shape is common, there's still variety. So drinks and food spawn together. It was the logic behind this one. They kind of share a like a dining room. This chest is still always here. But yeah, so now you can have food and drink in one spot is kind of the idea. So that's fun. That's working. That's something that Wall of Justice had to fix for me, actually, because shops used to not be able to take advantage of the submap system, which is what makes that possible. And so he fixed that for me, and now it works. It's an interesting way for that door to spawn. Ah, okay, here's another dirt maze room. A lot of rat peeps. A lot of hallways spawned in this time. A lot of hallways. It's nice that, you know, the level generator has variety. Huh. I think this is just like an in-between space. I don't even know if this is a room. Or that might be the original gatehouse room. Okay, we've seen this. Oh, it's one of these. It's a hallway with a gate on it. Okay. Well, I suppose that's it for testing for now, folks. All right. Let's go ahead and call it. We'll end this character because we sullied him with cheating. But he's on God mode, so. Rip. Killed by bleeding. I guess kill the kill command counts as bleeding according to this. Okay. Well. How long have I been streaming? Over 3 hours? I think because I finished the last of the mines levels that didn't have variants, play tested quite a bit and found a lot of bugs, and then fixed a lot of those bugs that were with the levels I had made. I think now is a good point to call the stream done. I now need to sit down and actually start thinking about the next work I'm going to do, because I'm either going to move on to other maps or I'm going to find some other content to work on. And so I won't make you all sit through my process of figuring out what work I want to do next. And I need to take a break anyway. So I want to thank you all for watching. I can almost not believe that there's 9 of you here watching me stream dev work for Barony. It's really cool to have you. I really appreciate you. Thanks, Mortal. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great Monday. Happy Monday to you. Cheers. Bye.